Do you remember the conversation you had with your parents probably halfway through your senior year when you decided which school you were going to go to and what your major was going to be? Maybe not. Maybe you remember when you sat down with your parents and you told them that you weren't going to go to college, that college wasn't right for you. You didn't really need a college education because you didn't want to be a doctor or a lawyer or some high-skilled technician. Well, those times have come and gone. The new conversation is, how am I going to go to college? With technological and economic changes every day, post-secondary education has no longer become an option, but it's more of a necessity. A study by the U.S. Department of Education shows that a high school graduate can expect to earn around $24,000 a year in an average starting salary. But they also show that it costs about $29,000 for a single person to live per year when you factor in housing and food and all the insurances that go along with living. Now, that same study shows that a bachelor or a college graduate with a bachelor's degree is going to earn anywhere between $15,000 and $20,000 more per year than that person who only has a high school diploma. Now, if you factor in the fact that college costs about $7,000 per year for tuition at a public university and around $14,000 a year for a private university, you're going to be earning a lot more in the long run. When you consider food, transportation, books, and room, and you think about how you're going to pay for it, what if you go to school and you quit? If you get out and you don't have that college degree, you can expect to earn about $24,000 a year. But if you have $24,000 in debt, what's your life going to be like? It's not a question anymore. It's an uncertainty. A study by USA Today shows the number of employees willing to accept application from those without a college education has dropped drastically since 2002. They can't exactly pinpoint the number because there is no definite number, but it's high. Since the economic downturn in 2008, job unemployment is at an all-time high of 10%. That's over 300,000 people without a job. Most of those people didn't graduate from college. They only have a high school diploma. That high school diploma isn't technical enough to allow them to get a job and hold a job. They're invaluable. Better yet, they're expendable. Now, in an article published by Como News, amongst all of this, enrollment has continued to rise as tuition increases rose with the enrollment. In 2009, it was said that the tuition increased 9% across the nation. That was average. In 2008, that average was only around 6.5%. But think of how the percentages stack up. It comes to be an unfathomable number. Every decision we make comes with a risk and an opportunity cost. An opportunity cost is what you sacrifice, your next best alternative. So by deciding to go to college, your alternative, your opportunity cost was getting a job at a high school. You have to go to school. There is funding available. Grants are monies awarded to those that apply and are accepted that don't have to be paid back. Those athletically and academically gifted can earn a scholarship through universities. Those don't have to be paid back, and most of them cover a giant amount of the cost, if not all. Now, for those that aren't academically, athletically, or gifted to get a grant, there's still funding. Financial aid is available. Right now, financial aid is at about 8% according to Stafford Loans. But that 8% and those payments can be deferred 6 months to almost 2 years after graduation. So you don't have to worry about paying off while you're in school if you don't want to. If you just want to study, you just want to focus on your education, that's available. But for those that want to, you can pay it off while you're in school. If not, all that money gets put aside. When you get out, when you start earning a job, when you have a steady income, then you can pay it off. College used to be a choice. It used to be something you could discuss. It's no longer, am I going to go to college, or where am I going to go to college? It's, when am I going to go to college? That's the biggest factor. College is now the new standard. It's the new expectation. It's what parents and students strive for as early as kindergarten. Yale, Harvard, a public university like Eastern Kentucky. It's a dream that has to come true now, because who knows where we'll be in another 5 years. All I know is I feel much better knowing that I'm pursuing a college education than thinking about it.